been in the business for 9 months. Now he's at 25 recruits, and he's going to show you how he's getting them off to a fast start. Give it up and on your feet for Michael O'Connell!
You're my 5-star chick.
Thank you, Phil. How's everybody feeling? That was awesome. That was awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm really excited to talk to you guys tonight about getting your people off to a fast start. We're going to talk about, as a new person, what's your responsibility. As a trainer, what's your responsibility. And so it's a two-way street, right? You know, the new person has to be, coachable. The new person has to be willing to listen to their trainer, because the trainer knows what they're doing. If you're being trained by someone, they probably made over $5,000 in this business last month. That's probably more than you're making. You should listen to them, right? They have the results that you want. Next slide, please. Awesome. So really, getting your people off to a fast start, and you as a new person, you have to think, first of all, what kind of business do you want, right? Do you want a business of turtles? Or do you want a business of fast people that make big incomes, that are happy, their spouses are happy because they're making money, they're not making money, right? And so I thought, I want a big business and I want to build it fast. We looked at Ian. Ian was the fastest person in company history to make $1 million in a year, right? Oh, you guys ain't excited about that? It took him 10 years, yet the guy that recruited him, it took him 25, right? Ian had a vision to do it faster, right? And so, do you want people in your business that are happy? Do you want good things for your people?
Yeah.
Do you want them to get promoted?
Yeah.
Right? So you need to help them get off to a fast start. Next slide, please. What would your business look like if you had 3 new district leaders this month? Right? Right? I mean, look, that's $9,000 in premium. What kind of income would that be? That's at least $4,500 in your pocket. If not 6,000 or 7,000 if you have a higher contract, right? By helping 3 people get the district. If you're new and you know what district is, that's where you're aiming to get, right? So that's very important. Next slide. So before you guys even think about doing this stuff, when I started, at the mid-November, I just committed to going fast and building it big. I sold out to building it big, just like Josh and Kayla and Shane, all these people on our team. You see these huge numbers. It's because we all are on 40 plus on the docks, 50 on the docks, right? That means 50 appointments over the next 7 days. Something good is going to come to that, right? We sold out to getting on the phone more. We sold out to getting more appointments on the schedule. We sold out to doing anything at any time for our people, right? No matter what it is, we'll be there, right? 7 o'clock a.m., 10 p.m. at night. I'll run an appointment an hour away. I don't care. Next slide. So it starts with you, whether you're the trainer, whether you're the new person, it starts with you. You can have a trainer that wants to go fast, but if you're not willing to listen to him, you're not going to go fast. You can have a new person that wants to go fast, but if you're the trainer and you're not willing to do whatever it takes, you're not willing to put in the extra hour to help that person make phone calls, to talk to them when they want to learn the presentation, whatever it is, it starts with you deciding that you want to go fast, right? You can't have one guy that's trying to go slow and you're trying to go fast. It's like a 3-legged race and you're attached to the other person, right? You look at Josh and Kayla exploding their business because they both are committed to going fast. Next slide, please. So leaders are the ones who have the courage to go first, to put themselves at personal risk, to open a path for others to follow. When I saw this quote making my slideshow, the biggest thing that was in my head is I felt like I knew I could do it in this business, but the thing that scared me was, what if I gave it my all and it didn't work, right? Who's felt that way before, right? Like, what if I just put it all in? What if I put it all on the line and I wasn't good enough, right? You guys felt that way before, right? Yeah? Right? And I just decided, I will never know, right? I will never know unless I just go for it, right? And how much more scary is it to think 10 years from now and know that I never gave it my all? Not even for a month, not even for 3 months, not for 6 months. I never gave it my all. And so here I was the one, I decided just to to just start recruiting massively. I just started to going out and getting more prospects, to make more appointments, right? And it inspired the people on my team, and Kayla and Josh doing the same exact thing. It's inspiring people on their team to copy them, right? It's easy. What monkey see, monkey do. You need to show your people that it's worth it. Next slide, please. So it starts with having high standards and expectations. What do you expect of yourself, right? If you're a full-timer, you should expect to set 3 to 5 appointments a day. You should expect to get 5 new names and numbers a day. It is inevitable. If you do those things, you will have massive success. Let's say you're on the downside. That's 3 appointments a day, right? That's 21 a week, right? That's like 85 for the month. You're going to close at least 20 pieces of business out of that, right? If not 30, right? That's 15 recruits, 15 sales. You have a 15 by $15,000 base shop, literally all on your own. But the thing is, you haven't sold out to doing it because you haven't done it yet. Don't tell me that you've sold out to the expectations that Eden has put out, the standards, and you're not running these big numbers because you just know you haven't, right? So next slide, please. So I want to talk about more of the specifics now on the expectations. How much time do I got? 4 minutes? Okay. So after the IBA expectations, when I sit down and I get someone involved in this business, I'm really talking about 3 things to them before they leave, right? Because who wants their recruit to come back for orientation? Anyone? Okay, awesome. Who's that recruit that hasn't came back for orientation? Right? Who thinks they could have set better expectations with that recruit before? It should be like everybody in the room. You all just be like dead out there. How's everybody feeling? Thank you. Right. So first thing is homework. You should be setting them 2 audio tapes. How to set appointments, right? The appointment setting audio tape, and also the orientation, the new associate one, right? They need to get a little background about their business, and that way they're prepared for orientation. Second is you need to get them in a class. They need to be committed to a class time and committed to an orientation time within 24 hours. Right? You need to be seeing that person within the next 24 hours, at the most 48 hours. You're responsible for getting them off to a fast start. If you don't do an orientation for a week, they just think we're just a bunch of slowpokes around here. Right? You can't meet someone for a whole week. You crazy. Right? And to win big, right? I tell every single person on my team, because it's true, that I'm the most committed person to their success. That I will work night and day for them. Right? That I'll go on any appointment with them. And anyone on my team knows I am always there if I can. Right? If I'm not on someone else's appointment, usually I'm double or triple booked. Like last night I had 4 appointments going at once. Right? But you got to talk to them about big numbers. I talked to them about having a team of 3 to 6 people in the next 30 days. I talked to them about doing their 10 to 20 training sales. Next slide, please. Right? Orientation, right? So here's the expectations on the orientation. 1, the 3-legged stool, right? Life license, meetings, and what's the other one? Fast start. Yeah, thank you, Phil. Right? So getting your life license, right? I talk to him and I re-encourage him, like, dude, that is so good that you're getting that. What's great, you got to get that done as soon as possible. You got to take your test 3 days after the class. You got to get that over. Shout out to Duvall and Jacob Smith who passed their test today. Right? You got to get with the trainings, right? It's simple, man. If you ran a business, do you want untrained people or trained people? Right, people? So if they not becoming a training, they just must be crazy. They're delusional. They're not thinking straight. I have 1 minute and a lot more to go. You guys have to wait. But district leader, right? I talked to them. The expectation is that's normal. District leader is normal on our team for anyone that follows. It's 6 successful appointments. That means you go on 10 appointments. That's 10 hours all month for district leader. Right? So if you're new and you're not getting district leader in your first month, it's your fault because your trainer is doing the work. He's there. He's asking you when you want to set appointments. He's there all the time to set appointments with you. Right? And if your people are more motivated than you and you're turning them down and saying reschedule on them because when you want to make appointments with them, that's on you. That's why they're not district leader. Group Me, you got to get them on Group Me. You got to teach them the standards and unwritten rules of Group Me. Right? You got to get them on SoundCloud. You got to show them where all the materials are. If they don't have the tools to succeed, they're not going to succeed. Right? That's how I got good. I listen to the audios. Right? Anyone here that can do the presentation on themselves, they listen to the audios. Right? And compensation. I show them how to win big. I show them why they want to get promoted. I show them why they want to go quick. Right? I show them why they want to recruit and build a team. I show them overrides, the beauty of our business. Next slide, please. The trainer expectations. You need to get that person in class in the next 2 weeks, no later. You need to have your orientation in the next 24 to 40 hours. You need to get them the homework on the IBA. If you're not giving them the information they need to be prepared for orientation, that's your fault when they're not ready on it. Right? Fast start commitment. You need to get their commitment on the orientation that they want to go fast and why it's more important than going slow. And you need to set 4 to 6 appointments on orientation. Next slide. Time's up. They're moving forward. So moving forward, I just talked to my people about good communication. And if they're not willing to communicate with me, I don't hear from them all day when I'm texting them or calling them, that my interest in them is not going to be as high because I have 30 other agents. Right? I talk to them about why that's important. Fast communication means fast results. And weekly get-togethers. I want to get together with my people once a week to make calls. Right? So that's an expectation. They told me they could do 10 hours generally in orientation. Let's make that happen. And the new recruit role, right? Their role is to make the list. Their role is to learn how to listen to the appointment setting audio tape and get really good at that, right? They got to master those two fundamentals of prospecting and appointment setting before they move on to the presentations, right? So I'm focused on the fundamentals. You should be focused on helping your new people get the fundamentals down. Next slide, please. Your people are looking for all these things on this slide, right? You need, as a trainer, need to be there to provide it for them, right? Everyone's told what to do all day at their job. Hey, do this, file that, this. They're used to that. They're not. You need to help them and give them the right knowledge. And they're taking me off because I'm talking far too long, and so I'm done. Thank you very much. See you in the back.